Hey there and welcome to this video. Today I want to show you how to make 3 different stickers for Instagram using Procreate. So the first one is going to be a new post sticker. And yeah, so I've got Procreate open over here. And for the first one I'm just going to select a brush under the calligraphy tab. I kind of changed it up a little bit just so it's easier to control. And so I'm just gonna select a different color. Okay, so I'm simply gonna let her new post. If you're not that familiar with hand lettering, you want to make sure to add pressure when you do a downstroke. And yeah. But the cool thing about Procreate is that you can just redo it if you're not happy with what you've got. And I think I'm gonna scale down the new part just a little bit. So I'm gonna select that part, click on the arrow over there because I think it's a little bit bigger than a post. Go like that. Okay, now I'm gonna create a new layer and move it underneath it and change the color and also the brush. I'm gonna use the brush over here on the top. I'm gonna make sure, now I do like the size and I'm just gonna move it like that. Not too happy with that though, so I'm just gonna redo that. Yeah, I think that's, nah, I don't like it either. To be honest, I think I'm just gonna scale down this entire layer a bit. Select the other layer again. Yeah, I like this much better. Although I'm still not very happy about it, so I'm just gonna redo this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And you can try different brushes for that and try different backgrounds and just redo it. Yeah, until you get the results you're happy with. Okay, but I'm not done with the sticker yet. So I'm gonna select the new post layer and duplicate it by swiping to the left. Duplicate it, and I'm gonna hide the top one for now and select this the lower one. And I'm clicking on alpha channel over there. Just click on it and then alpha log. And what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna select a different color and a different brush, a solid brush. Just need to find it. Just to fill this, just to change this color into a different color. Maybe I'm going even a little bit lighter. I think I'm going with the gray, just so that there's a bit more contrast to the original one. And what I want to do now is to add a blur to that. So no, that's not the one. So you go to this one thing over there, and then I think in English it's past Gaussian. I'm not sure though. So I'm clicking on that, and now I'm dragging this a little bit to the right. Right, why isn't this working? Oh, I'm stupid, because alpha log is selected. So I'm gonna undo that. And again, yeah, now you can see it's working right now. Okay, now I'm gonna make the other layer visible. I'm gonna move it a bit so that you can see the blurred layer like that. And now you could hide the background and export it as a PNG. My tip is, because in an upcoming video I want to transfer those stickers into GIFs or GIFs, whatever you prefer saying. And so if you want to do this as well, don't merge the layers yet. If you just want to use the stickers by themselves, you could merge it, but you can also export it without merging the layers, so there's not really a need to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna group them very quickly because wait, that's not the way. Because obviously I also want to make some other stickers, and it's a little bit more organized. I'm gonna click that away, add a new layer. I'm gonna hide this layer and make the background image visible again. I think I just mumbled it a little bit. Okay, so for the next one I imported the coffee pot that I drew in another video. So if you want to check the video out, I'm gonna put a card up in one of those corners or a link in the video description. But yeah, I'm gonna add a new layer and move it underneath the coffee pot for the background. And I have the 6B graphite selected as a brush and a brownish pink color. gonna make sure that the size is correctly, and I'm just gonna create a background like this. I think I'm gonna redo this, and I mean you can do it as much as you want until you get the results you want, but I think I'm happy with this. And yeah, you can try different brushes for backgrounds like with the other ones, and also for the lettering you can try different ones, but I'm gonna add a new layer on top of the coffee pot for the lettering. And for the lettering I'm going back to the calligraphy one, and I have the chalk one selected, but I'm gonna change the color to the blue. I'm just gonna letter on top of this, just gonna letter coffee break. That's the advantage of lettering on Procreate. You can just simply redo something if you don't like it. But if you were to draw with a brush pen on paper, you can't do that. I can also resize that, which I will do as soon as I'm done with the break. And here you could also be a little bit messy if you want to. And so I'm gonna reposition it a little bit and scale it down so that you can actually read it. And you could also rotate that if you want to. And yes, that's the second sticker. So I'm gonna merge these two groups as well. And onto the, oops, so I wanted onto the next one. Okay, so the last one will be a simple good morning lettering, and I'm gonna use the chalk brush again for that. So I'm just gonna letter good. And I'm gonna size my brush down a little bit and letter morning underneath. And this one I'm just lettering a bit smaller and a bit more spaced out, so the letters are not as close together. Like that. I think I want to move the good a little bit, so I'm gonna select that. Maybe like that. I think I like that better. So now I'm gonna add another layer underneath for an outline and a different color, maybe this one. By the way, you could also, for this one, you could also use a font if you want to. And for the outline, I'm gonna just use a solid brush. You could also use a gel brush if you want to. Oh, I don't like this color, so I'm going with the gray. And simply outlining everything. You could just fill in the rest, and to be honest, I'm not happy with the color of the outline. I'm gonna change that in a minute. I'm just gonna fill these in because the morning, you can't really read the lettering that well right now. So I'm gonna click on alpha lock, and maybe I'm gonna change the pink, but I want to have it lighter and less saturated, maybe like a light gray, something like that. I just want to see how this looks. Yeah, I think I like that better. Although I'm gonna unselect alpha lock just to fix something over here. And yes, that's the last sticker. I hope you enjoyed this videos. That's just one video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And as I mentioned before, I do want to use these to turn them into GIFs, so if you want to check that out, I will link it in the video description as soon as it's uploaded or published. But yeah, I hope I see you there. Bye. Okay, so now I've got something that I'm kind of happy about with. It took me quite a few tries to get this. I don't know, with the one with a test one or I did before, it seemed so much easier. I don't know, kind of struggled with this right now. I'm so stupid. Now I know what I did wrong. I do have my my notes over here. I messed up the brushes. Okay, that was the issue. So you know what? I'm gonna try the background again.